Alright, what is up? Can you guys hear me okay? Are we live? We should be good. What do we got going on in the chat? Let me make sure we are good on the volume. Everything looks good on my end. What's up, Slop, my man? Ibrahim in the house is Amp again. We got Silver. Appreciate that. Smash the like buttons and subscribe. So what is the poll up to? 3 votes. Disagree. Still holding on to bullishness. Alright, let me go to the current chat here. What's up, Slava, my man? It's life, just here. Be a lot better if we get some sort of a move up. What's up, Atrush? Says 6,900. Probably not a lot of people going to show up today because we're bearish still. 4 people watching. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Alright, what's up, Joyce? Alright, let's look at AMP and then we'll look at SPX. But yeah, the poll I put up, you guys agree with Ben Cohen? I saw he tweeted that. I was like, man, we're so bearish. Yeah, AMP is in the same spot from every time we look at it, my man. It's not moving. It's not dying, but it's just not moving. It's still holding up. A lot of candles, a lot of charts have this giant green wick on them at the moment. So does Bitcoin, everything under the sun. We're just not bullish yet. I don't know if we're going to be bullish or not. But yeah, AMP, as we've been looking at AMP really quick, AMP is still holding that macro higher low. As you can see, the weekly stock RSI is turning bearish. And really the only other thing we could do, we could draw one of 2 different fibs on the chart just to give us a level to kind of watch. You can see it already bounced up to the 236 and got stuck at 2027. And then let's see if we pull this down to this high. Yeah, we're getting stuck on all those weekly candles right at the 236. So until you get over 2.2 and then up to 2.7.5, it's still doing nothing. It's still bearish. Other than that, there's really nothing to say on AMP. We got to get some life back in the market before we can do any kind of predictions of where these coins are going to go. I mean, like I said, according to Ben Cohen, we're going to 0. But maybe you get a bounce to the 618. If we get some sort of a run up to 2 pennies, would be about 11.5x on AMP. And then SPX 6,900. Let's check out our MEXC chart. Yeah, how you guys like the little... Do we not have a good SPX chart? Let me clear this up real quick. What do we got? Oh, the high to the low is what we got going on here. We'll draw a couple on SPX here. And you can see that red candle broke the 236 at about 40 cents and it's bearish. It's getting stuck at it as resistance. So 40 cents is your resistance right now. And then what we'll do is we'll draw. There's no wick down there, but we'll go ahead and draw and zoom in a little bit. There we go. On the most recent action of the price. So we have about 54.5 cents. It's in a nasty downtrend. It's not bullish on the 3-day. It's just we're not doing anything. I mean, in my opinion, everything's already on the bottom. We already went to 0. So I guess 0 is going all the way back down to 0, 0. Back down into the shadow realm. What's up, guy? No, we didn't do turbo yet. I'm still bullish on turbo. I did look at the turbo chart earlier. Offline. Bearish. I don't watch Ben. I haven't been watching him recently either because it's just bearish. There's no hope there. But I did see his tweet on my phone and I was like, oh man. Most alts will go to 0 and they should go to 0. And I'm like, oh, that's so bearish. But yeah, like I said, with SPX 6900 here, I mean, it's either the bottom end with a higher low, or we have more downside to go. If we go from the low to the high here on the weekly chart, because these larger time frames do tell us a better story, you can see we broke that final 786 support. It's now resistance, so under 41 cents is bearish. We'll have to wait to see if it can break through resistance and start moving up. The momentum is down right now. On the macro for Turbo, though, I am bullish on Turbo. I just honestly don't know if I would buy any coins right now. I would if I had extra money to gamble with, I guess. But yeah, looking at Turbo, I did adjust the chart just a little bit here. Is this the regular chart? I believe it is. Yeah, this is it. So as you can see, we got room to come down to the 0.5 area at about 9.7 still. We're down below the 382 at 184, so that's your resistance. You're no longer low to the high bullish. Below that, we've already tagged the channel here, so if we don't go to zero, we should bottom out soon. And I did draw this box up here. It's a 60x to the top, back to the top of the very large macro monthly channel here on Turbo. So Turbo's still macro bullish in my opinion. Until we break down, we're gonna hold out hope. You can see high to the low, the 236 is your 382 at this 1.8 level. And then if it comes to the top, that puts in play the 1618 area. 7.5 to 8 pennies is what comes into play here for Turbo. Like I said, unless it dies from here, and we'll readjust week to week and see what happens. What's up, T13? We got T13 in the house. Welcome to the Shadow Realm. How's ETH looking? ETH is looking bad. As you can see, we pulled this over last time from the high to the low, smaller time frame. We hit the 382, got stuck, so that means we're bearish below 33.5, and now we're below with that red candle and the green candle resistance below 3. So ETH is bearish right now. It's not doing anything. I mean, there's a case to be made in both directions. You can clearly see bear flag is in play on Ethereum. So if they're right, screaming bear flags all over the place. Which that could have broke it there, and we're really bearish. So as long as you're below 3, that puts in play 2,500 on ETH, in my opinion. Come back down to this volume area, this level here. We'll see if we can get a bounce. Alright, we got 13 people in here. While we are here, everyone please hit the like button, answer the poll. Naka says T13. Yeah, I was looking through some of the charts, and some coins are just going to zero. I mean, they're going already. Nakamoto Games. I think Miria was one of them. Miria is just going to zero. Yeah, from the last time we looked at this, they put in a lower low as well. It's just like, how much lower can we actually go? There's nothing I can do on the chart. We're bearish. We can see that on the monthly stock RSI. Weekly stock RSI is about to flip bearish. So the momentum is down, and everything got stuck and broke support. So it came right back up to that 236 with a wick. Got stuck at 16. We broke the 786 at 12. Already got stuck at it. If it breaks 5 pennies, it's going to zero. If it actually does come down to 5. But yeah, that's really all I can say on Nakamoto Games. You go do your research on them. Of course, you probably already did. But example of a coin on a chart that I would not buy unless I had extra money to gamble with. I mean, it could bounce and have a nice move up from here. Because like I said, if it goes lower and breaks structure, macro structure, because it's been breaking, every time it forms a bullish structure, it breaks it. So it's going to repeat history. Your only hope is the higher low here. But you have to get on over 16 on the macro to put a bottom in to have life in Naka. Got to get over 16. What was the other coin? How's ZBCN doing? Yeah, ZBCN and XCN are still in the same boat as well. These very large patterns here. I mean, there's nothing to talk about anymore in the market. I mean, what should we do? We've been looking at the same exact charts on these coins forever. ZBCN is still macro bullish, but it's not doing anything. Yeah, let's see. You guys can hear the music okay? What's up, Ari? Be careful driving home. Did you get any winter weather over there? It's been cold as hell here in Texas. My truck was iced up the other day. Couldn't even get the doors open. I mean, the fact that I know I keep bringing up Ben, but there's a handful of. I mean, it's 50-50 pretty much. I would say there's more bears than bulls. But on these macro charts like ZBCN, it's holding up macro-wise for a pump to the upside. I just don't see how everything's going to zero from here and going all the way back down to where they came from. But we'll be here when it happens. When the time comes, we will see it on our charts and our patterns being broken, and we'll see what happens here. Right now, we're like I said, I keep repeating, we're not doing anything. It's just up and down every week. I guess it's a good time to learn how to trade. Audio video is good. I appreciate that, my man. I can't wait to get the channel back up and going where people are actually on the streams now. We got 4 people here. We used to hold 20 all the time. Man. Yeah, I'm loving that little rocket. Crypto Undead rocket in the corner. What you guys think about that? Got to keep the bullish mindset. No, Tessa. Tessa's over here whining. Yeah, see, XCN and ZBCN have the same chart. Same thing going on. It's all the same. Background music's good. Yeah, I don't know if I should switch it or not. Yeah, but if we don't start moving in this market soon and do something, pick one way or the other, there's nothing to look at or really talk about anymore. I'm going to have to find something else to talk about on here. XCN to 20 cents. There's nothing moving. I looked on crypto bubbles earlier, but there's just nothing happening. Let me see. Nothing really happening on deck screener. Damn, we're not even 20 minutes in and we're done. Let's see. You know what? We can look at deck screener. You guys heard of the Clash Royale coin? Clash on Sol. George plays Clash. It's at a 49 million market cap. The community's calling for $1 billion market cap on this coin. Let me bring it up here in just a moment. Yeah, where would $1 billion market cap take it to? All right, let me get this. Let me bring this up real quick. Let me look at the chat really quick. What's up, Fernando? Pingu is getting viral. We've looked at Turbo, ZBCN, AMP, and I don't remember what else. Not very many coins. We haven't looked at much, but there's nothing. Everything's doing the same thing. We're just dead in the water right now. Nakamoto Gaming's going to 0. Miria's going to 0. Where's metal detecting? Yeah, where's metal detecting? What's Jasmy doing? Jasmy. Yeah, I don't know. See what our Jasmy's up to. Yeah, Jasmy looks the same as everything else. Little fake pump, and then we're back to where we were. Still not breaking down yet on Jasmy, so there's still hope. Jasmy's flying to 30 cents at some point. At least to our box, maybe to 30 cents. So anywhere from 12 to 20 to 30 cents is my target. So a 20x up to about a 27x, and then maybe if you're lucky 30 cents, and that's your, it's a 46.5x from here. If it plays out that way. Oh, not Pingu. Penguin. What is it on? Is it on Sol? Penguin. What is the ticker for that? Penguin? Hold on, let me pull up a... Switch the music up for a moment. Your pipe pumped a little today. Let me see. Penguin and Pyth. And then we'll go look at the Clash coin. Yeah, you're not talking about Pingu, so it must be something else. Is Penguin the ticker? Let me see. Wasn't Pyth going to 0? Python well for the win. Oh yeah, Python is bearish as hell. Yeah, get that out of the way. Yeah, a lot of coins did the same thing over this last, I guess, week or month, you want to say. But there's just nothing happening. We're still down at the bottom. Still waiting for a relief rally, if we're going to get one. So high to the low on Python Network. Got a little baby pump, but it's still down below 7. So as long as you're below 7, the bottom is not in. Until you get over 9, you're not bullish. Macro bottom's not in until you get over 10. Yeah, a little baby pump on Pyth. Is Well still holding up? I believe Well had a good chart that we liked. Yeah, the weekly charts are starting to... Oh, man. This is bad. We'll adjust our narrative on Well here, just like we do on Turbo every day, every week. Still holding up with the higher low in our channel. It is down below the support levels. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen with Well here. Oh yeah, you're breaking down below your 786 support as well. So it really can't go lower than it is here. If you stay below 6.3, then down she goes. Back down to 3, possibly. But if we get an alt season, if we get a super cycle, whatever you want to call it, maybe it does come back up to 12.5, 13 cents, and you get a 20x. Well, okay, I gotcha. So is that penguin one? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we actually don't have it, like the tweet that Ben had put out was saying that what the poll says, and it's pretty much going to flush out all the coin. It's going to flush out the crypto market, so a lot of things are going to die. It's pretty much his thinking. Pretty much, we need a good flush to get all these millions of coins out of the way. So if that is actually the case, then some of these projects won't survive. All right, let me pull up this coin really quick, and then we'll go look at... Yeah, any of you guys holding Clash on Sol? It's only at a 49 million market cap. If it goes to a billion market cap, could be a very good play. Yeah, I don't have the money to buy anything to stake. That was back in the day when I staked Shiba on Shiba Swap. But I haven't staked it nothing in a long, long time. What did we say? Penguin? So it's this thing down here. Poloniex. Oh, it's on Mexi as well. Mexi probably has the better chart. Oh, this thing just came out. Is this the right chart? Just because it's new, it could go either way. It's already up 1 week. It's up 2,500%. So if you bought the bottom, congratulations. Other than that, I mean, you look at the daily chart, it looks bullish. But we've seen these things go either way. So we will hold out bullish hopium for you. It is in a triangle pennant pattern, which is a continuation pattern for the uptrend here. So we'll see what happens. All right, all the way down to the 4-hour chart on this one. I'd have to actually go see what this is. I don't know what this is. So if we pull from the high to the low on the 4-hour chart, and like I said, the daily chart, there's no... Yeah, if it can hold over, it looks like 10.8. It's pretty much back down below 382 at the moment. It got stuck at the 0.5, got rejected. So it needs to stay over about 9.6 to be bullish, and then confirm breakout over 12. But by the time it gets over 12, it's probably going to start flying. It can go as low as 8.4 and stay alive. But like I said, it doesn't look bad for a new coin and a continuation pattern here. Where's it going viral at? Yeah, I mean, if you're going to invest in this coin, could be a good move, even though it's up a lot. I would say go see where it's trending at and see what's happening. See if they got a Twitter page and see if the hype is real. I can't use Mexi though. What is that? Strawberry Dragons? Welcome in. Strawberry Dragons. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. But welcome, welcome. Maybe you changed your name. What about the DXY? DXY is going to 0. Where are we at? I don't even know. What have they been saying about the Bitcoin dominance? I still think the Bitcoin dominance is about to fall off the table here. I guess if it falls off the table and Bitcoin, the price goes down, then that's extremely bearish. Yeah, the DXY is falling off the table. So is the, yeah. Yeah, it's not really respecting the fibs, I guess you would have to say. Yeah, it did a little bit, I guess. But yeah, it's falling off the table right now. I wonder, can we draw a large channel on here? Make any sense of anything? I guess you could draw a channel on anything and say here, yeah, it looks bad. What does that mean for crypto with the DXY going down? Looks like it's headed for 94. It's trending on X, TikTok, and Insta. All right. Was it on Mexi only? It doesn't matter. I can't buy it anyway. Do your research on it if you want to go look at it. I don't have the money to buy anything anyway, so it doesn't matter. I need Soul to actually buy Clash. I would probably, if I had some extra money right now, I would just take a gamble on Clash. Unless there's a Solana Penguin coin. We got Ari for 2. I appreciate that, Ari, very much. Especially in the times we're in. No views on the channel. There's no one here. There's no revenue. $2 is awesome. I appreciate that. Swift and Ondo, please. I gotcha. Yeah, we haven't looked at Swift in a while. What is Swift doing? Swift coin. Swift. Yeah, it's doing what everything else did. ZBCN and XCN and the other coin we looked at, AMP. Everything had a little baby pump, but we're back down below resistance levels that were support. So we're holding our macro green support box, as you can see, on Swift over the 618. So as long as we're over 3, we're still alive. And technically putting in a higher low. And you can clearly see from the high, which is not going to be perfect. Where's my... From the low here to the high, we broke the 786, the double 786, and we're below 44. And it's resistance now off of that wick. So as long as we stay below 449 or 45, then that does put in play the 618, our macro support box. So Swift could easily drop 30% from here down to 203 easily if it does not get over that level. But if we clean up the screen a little bit, what we always point out is we don't really know if we're going to die from here or not. Momentum is clearly down. But same thing with Jasmine and so many other coins. We could draw these for hope. We're going to draw our trend lines. Market structure still holding with the higher lows. So maybe we do come up to our box at some point. Yeah, it looks like it hasn't moved. It's in the same spot from the last time we looked at it on Swift. So if it's going to not die and go back to the shadow realm, then 10 cents to 20 cents. So your hopium is a 48x to 20. And bounce up. Do something kind of like that this year. From the look of things, it doesn't look like we're going up anytime soon. We're not doing anything unless that changes. Bitcoin can start going to the moon and the dominance start to drop, and we have something happening. Ondo, what is Ondo doing? Oh man, is this our Ondo chart? Ondo's bearish too. Yeah, in all these charts we're looking at, everything's just bearish. It's got to hold support at about 33 cents here where it is. But it doesn't look like it will because that candle closed below and they usually get stuck and then it'll go down a lot lower. So even Ondo here is coming back down to where she came from. Coming back down to where she spawned in on Coinbase. Back down to 20 cents. Does it have to? No, but all signs are pointing to bearishness right now. Even if we hold up on some of these coins and we go sideways like it did last time, it just keeps forming these little bear flags over and over. So if it goes sideways and we hold over this for a little bit but we don't move, there's nothing happening, it's probably going to form a bear flag and then it'll go down more. So if you're buying these coins to hold out hope for a super cycle at some point, maybe the end of the year, I do not know now, then I mean, I know some people don't like DCAing, but if you're gonna DCA, we're pretty much on the bottom for a lot of these coins. And like I said, warning, they could go lower. Easily go lower. From here, if it holds over the 786, a 10x would be up to the 350 level. And then the last thing on Ondo, short term, to see if we're going to put it in some sort of a bottom here. Daily candles, high to the low. short term, you got to get over about 30, we'll say 35 cents, and then 37 cents to be bullish. No breakout until you get over 40. That's short term, and that would send you up to the next macro level at about 50. Yeah, that's not a bad strategy. Just keep buying Ondo as it goes down. I do think Ondo is going to be a good coin at some point. It's just we don't know when that point is. And like I keep saying, I don't have the money to DCA in anymore. Toshi crushed my dreams. I went all in on Toshi and it just ran away with my money. All right, how many people we got in here? We're going to try to make it to an hour. We got 16 people here. Now we got Braveheart McFreedom in the house. Welcome in, Braveheart McFreedom. Yeah, it'd be nice if we at least get some new subscribers on the channel. It'll happen when we go bullish again. It's just we're not there at all. All right, I'll be away from the chat for just a moment. Let me go see. Let me switch this to deck screener for a moment. I don't know if that picture's gonna. Let's see here. All right, there we go. I guess you guys can see. Clash on Soul. Stuck it to 0.5 for over the last week. But yeah, this thing looks bullish here. It doesn't look bad at all. It's got a very low market cap. Apparently a giant community. Do your research, of course. George plays Clash Royale. I don't know where 1 billion market cap would take it, but it could be getting ready to 2x from here, up to 10 cents. Let me see, do they have that penguin on Soul? What did Jerry the Turtle do? Oh yeah, Jerry the Turtle's coming down. And then the other one we looked at a lot lately. Wasn't it Puppies? Oh yeah, Puppies. I'm curious now, whatever happened, I know Flipcoins is not here, but he used to always ask about, damn. Oh my god, I can't remember. What was his coins? The Honda one. Damn, I can't remember what it's called. My mind is blank. The Honda Civic. It's not Civic. Oh man, that's bearish. We haven't looked at these coins in so long I forgot what they were. Oh yeah, used car. Used car, ski. What was the dog's name? Oh, used car made it lower low. Never getting our money back on Soul coins. Excuse me. Let's see if there's a penguin on Soul. Half Pepe. What the hell? Oh, there's a penguin on Soul. 11 days. Pump.fun. Alright, so there's one on here. It's the same exact chart though, so 98 million market cap. Oh, it is trending. It's trending on Deck Screener too. It's number 2. All right, let's see what the poll says. Let's see. Yeah, 43% of you guys agree. 23 votes. We're going to 0. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, we probably, I don't know. What do you guys think about the someone suggests we play a game. I don't remember who said that. I don't know if you guys know who Checo the Crypto Fish is, but he came from the community I came from years ago. A lot of times I click on his streams and he's just playing a game. There's nothing to talk about. Every once in a while he'll look at coins, but just need to gamble on stream. Pull up the casino and you guys send me some soul and I'll just gamble on some Solana coins. Braveheart McFreedom says, you just got a new sub. I appreciate that. Oh, Joey sent you. Nice. I appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. If the market ever picks up, we will stream a lot more. But lately it's been maybe twice a week now. It used to be every day, 4 to 6 hours. But that was a while back. But I try to make an appearance at least twice a week for you guys. So we can actually just stare at their screens doing nothing. Get out for a moment before we go back into the shadow realm of despair. And hope that our coins go up at some point. Why's my stream so far behind? We're on Nakamoto games. Let me see if I could switch the music from here. Oh, I guess I can't. Put on a little bit more bullish music to see what happens. Yeah, my man Slava, what do you invest in stocks or you don't? I was actually looking into options, and I never really look at the stock market, but apparently crypto's not doing it, so maybe I need to learn how to trade options. Alright, switch the music up for a moment. People are watching casino? What does that mean? People are watching casino. Yeah, I could get this up to where we have the chart on the screen as you guys see here. And then we can actually have another little screen somewhere. Maybe half it. Still look at coins, but when there's nothing happening, we'll take our tether and we'll pull the lever and see if anything happens. To the casino. He says people are watching casino. Can you do that and be monetized on YouTube? Does anyone know? Can you actually watch? What are we staring at? We're still staring at Ondo. What is BONK up to? I don't remember if it was the mix or yeah. Alright, so our BONK, macro BONK chart's still holding up as well. Just like the turbo chart. So we've been doing nothing for 2-3 months now. But this is the point I'm trying to get across, is we're on the bottom again, so there's nowhere to go but up or to 0. One of two options. As soon as the sideways action is done, the chop is over. We're either going straight up or it's going down. Straight up or straight down. Pick your poison. What do you want? Same thing with BONK with turbo. We have our box up here, our target, back to the top of the channel. And I believe BONK has a lower market cap than turbo. And BONK can actually, if it does not die and go to 0 from here, can actually do a 77.5x from here. Up to 140x. Jesus. So if BONK's going to stay alive, it has a better return than turbo. But if I had the money, I'd put a couple grand on each of these coins. Just to see what happens. So I think I'd rather buy something on the bottom instead of something on the top looking bullish like I did with Toshi. Toshi and XE, and I did the same thing. Chart was bullish, everything was saying we're bullish, and then it was over. Is this our Coinbase chart? Yeah. So yeah, this is Toshi. That's the box area here. That's where I bought in. I bought in and it just instantly turned red and just kept melting away. And then I was like, it's going to hold the higher low at this point. I remember buying in at about, where was it? It was somewhere right here around 5.5 or so. 5.7 maybe? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I was like, we're going to bounce here and we're going to go to the moon. And it just kept going down. But now you can see Toshi's pretty much not quite on the bottom yet, but it's down there. But that's why I like the BONK and the turbo and the cookie and the well, all those charts. Mining stocks, energy, oil. I am pretty much done with crypto. My economist and BTC goes to 60K. We will see. Yeah. Well, from our chart, if we don't go up from here and make a new high, you guys already know the chart we have. What is it? This one. Zoom out to the monthly. Maybe it was the other chart. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're still stuck below the 618. So if we don't make it up here and go to 140K to our box on the BTC chart, and we cannot get over 91 and 83.5 breaks. If 83.5 breaks, then I'm going to agree with everyone. It's over. It's a bear market. I know there's other things to look at, but that's my chart. And then, yeah, I don't know if it's the Coinbase or the Bitstamp chart. Maybe it's the other chart. I'm not sure. But yeah, they're pretty much saying since we didn't have a blow off of your fork top, you know, like a large move up, that the bear market's not gonna be horrible, but we're still coming down to these levels here, 50 to 40K. I don't remember what chart I was looking at earlier. People watching Casino Live, I do sometimes as well. What's up, Dave, my man? How you doing? Real Matrix is in the house. How's it going? Cookie makes you sad. The whole X thing really hurt us. Yeah, well, so far all the coins are making us sad. Toshi made me extremely sad. Yeah, where's our cookie chart? Yeah, cookie's just bearish, but where's that? Didn't we have a better cookie chart? Weren't we bullish on cookie? That's the Binance chart. There we go. Cookie Dow. Alright, here's the full chart. Oh no. Okay, I see what you're saying now. It is making us sad. It's going down, down. Damn, it's below the 236 now. So we'll adjust our narrative once again. Make a new channel. Try to find our bullish hopium on Cookie, which is running out of hopium. We're running out here. Someone help us. As long as you're down below the 236 macro at 3.5 cents, it's very bearish. So like everything else, the bottom needs to be in now for these coins. So they are transitioning to an AI play. What? I missed something. X made changes to their API and Cookie content creators can't get rewarded, so Cookie had to do discontinue spaces. Yeah, it's never good when they have to mess around with things. Learning to take profit more often. Yeah, that's what we say all the time here. If you get a little baby pump on a coin, get your profit and get out. Don't be greedy at all. That's what we tell the Zcash holders. If you bought Zcash and you got that 20x move out of Zcash and you're still wondering if it's going to go up, hopefully you took profit on your Zcash and you got out, because this market is not guaranteed anymore. I mean, alt season is not guaranteed at all anymore, in my opinion. We're hoping for it, but we'll see. Yeah, we got 14 people in here. We're almost done. We're almost at an hour. 23 votes. Everyone get out and vote while you're out of the shadow realm. And then we'll end the poll in about a minute. I do appreciate you guys coming by. There's just nothing to look at. But yeah, maybe that's what I'll do a vote on next time. Who's here? Because I do have a good website that we can play. There's some pretty good games on it where we're doing nothing here. We could, instead of just gambling on crypto, we could actually gamble on the site itself and actually win real money. I'd have to go look up how they do it on other channels. So if people send people money to do the slot machines live on stream, do they pay them back? Do they give them a percentage if they win big? I don't know how that works. I'd have to go look into that. Because the site I use, you can use Bitcoin, Litecoin. I use Tether. Just add Tether to the account and then start pulling the buttons. Pushing the buttons. Alright, we got 25 votes. It's 25 votes, 14 watching. But yeah, if you're here and you're watching or you're swinging by, consider subscribing to the channel. We are some of the last bulls in the market for crypto, waiting for alt season, hoping for alt season. Macro charts are telling us the bottoms are in, but the world is screaming we're going down. So if we go down from here, especially what you just said about Cookie, if there is no new move up for Cookie, then Cookie could very well just be a dead project. It could just die. If we go into a bear market, it's over. Wipe the slate clean, get rid of some of these coins. what's up, AZ Marine? Says Plasma XPL. Yeah, there was another coin I was looking at earlier. Oh, how's that one coin doing? It was one of the ones we used to look at quite a bit. It's going to 0 right now. I don't remember what it was, though. Plasma. Oh, damn. Maybe you're talking about Plasma. I guess you can hope it's a double bottom. The bottom is in here. Yeah, that's your hope for Plasma here. Macro double bottom, weekly candle chart. And you can see it already got high to the low, got stuck at the 236, came back down to the low, and it's trying to move up once again. So it is trying to form a bullish pattern here, but it has to get over 21 macro wise to be bullish. That's a 55% pump, and then over 32 macro for over a 2x. That would be really bullish. Break out to the moon over 60 on Plasma. But we will zoom into the daily and give you a price to watch to see if this thing's going to have a breakout to that 20-cent area. So right now, high to the low on the daily for Plasma. As long as you're over 13, the bottom is in. It's got to get over 14.5 to be bullish. Confirmed breakout over almost 17 cents. So it is headed to that 382, but if it gets stuck at the 382, pulls back, it's still bearish. It's only a 5% move. But like I said, it could be putting in a double bottom here. I don't know what Plasma is, but if it's low market cap and you think it's actually going to go to the moon at some point, a 618 retracement to 60 is possible if that is a double bottom. That is a 4.5x, and then to the moon would be 350 for about a 26x. Alright, we ended the poll. Yeah, 13 people in here. But yeah, everyone hit the like button. I appreciate you guys coming through. We made it to 1 hour yet again. Watch out for the live stream tomorrow. I should live stream tomorrow, but we'll see what happens throughout the day. I don't think there's anything news-wise happening, which it doesn't matter. Anything happens, bullish, bearish in the news, we still go down and sideways. But we'll see if these macro charts hold up and we can actually get a move back to the upside to some degree. And hopefully next time we get more people in here. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming in. Stay safe for whatever you're doing. Make good choices, and we'll see you in the next one. And remember, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck, and peace out.